Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It is time for Friday night on the Homestead, and tonight's topic is what tractor/riding mower implements do you need? And how's everybody out there doing? See, all right, let's go over here and go to the comments and say hi to everybody. First one in was Crew 1351, followed by CB at Hugo Homestead. Then Jack at Geeky Gardens, then Shady Hill Homestead. Kaylin's Train came in. And, okay. And it looks like Kaylin has escaped the ads. All right, hang on. Let me get over here. That's running. There we go. Get that back up live so I can get. There we go. Got my YouTube over there and StreamYard here in front, so that's what I'm doing. All right. I'm not sure where Mark is. Probably decided to head up to his cabin. This topic was his suggestion because he also happens to have a nice coyote. His is a bit bigger than mine. He has a 30 or 32 horsepower coyote. I got a 24, but also mine is also there are two small. There's the smallest. If I get my tongue tied here, the smallest and the next size up frames are both 24. I got the smallest frame, which has a direct hookup for the backhoe attachment rather than hooking it on the 3-point like the next couple sizes do. But we're going to talk about not just tractors. We're going to talk about riding mowers because they have brought out a boatload of attachments for the riding mowers. And they even have a bunch for the zero-turn motors, which I still haven't. I'm still literally looking at those about wondering, we'll see. All right, so with that, hang on, let me give you a weather report. What's happening up here? Okay, it was 91 this a couple hours ago. What's it right now? It's 95 degrees. And it was supposed to be 92 is what the projection was. So we're at 90. We're at 95. We got heat advisor through Saturday night. We got smoke advisory through Saturday night, but they keep adding smoke advisory as we go along. Yeah, the temperature starts to drop. The projected temperature goes up to 93. Then 90, then 89. So we are cooling off a little bit here, but it's one of those things is it changes at a moment's notice. And Little Own Prepper and Happy Mac just dropped in. So I gotta hang on. Let me get this over here and go ahead and. So for tractors, tractors generally have, any type of quote tractor has a 3-point hitch on the back, and you can swap out, put different attachments on it. Like this tractor has a backhoe on it right now, but then it put a postal digger, a land leveler. That's not a drag box. That's a land leveler. You can also put on a quick hitch attachment, so long as you're buying all the attachments that fall in the parameters of what their pre-setup is. No, I think only one of mine fits in one of those. You can get a rotor till attachment, a brush hog attachment. You get a whole bunch, and we're going to go over a bunch of those. And like see here, you see the land leveler being used. It scrapes along, and as the dirt comes up, it kind of levels it out and allows it to fill in the gaps and stuff like that. For lawn tractors, the rotor tiller one is the only powered attachment that I have showing here. There's some other powered attachments, but the way it's got the pulley system running on it and stuff, that one's not something you can put on any riding lawnmower. The one below it there with the leaf bagger, yeah, that you can do. You can put on a little cart on them. They have a whole bunch of different type discs you can put on behind your lawnmower. They even got a little drag box for leveling stuff out. You don't move a lot of dirt with these, just a little bit. And one of the ones I got to get is behind this little Cub Cadet tractor here is a nice roller to level your lawn. Yeah, that is something I want to get. And I'll show you another attachment I want to get too with it as well for my ride-on tractor. That'll work nice. This thing here is lightweight until you fill it full of water. Then it gets heavy. Let's see here. I think that's the last picture I have there. So I'm going to get that out of the way and bring up some nice pictures for you of stuff I found. So I'm going to start first with the zero turn because I was surprised at some of the stuff they put on a zero turn. Some of it I wasn't surprised at all, but some of it I was. So I'm going to probably go with this image. So I'm up in the corner now at the top. The zero turn attachments has attachments that go on both ends, and even off on the side. So there's some of them has a little thing off on the side that has a let me put it up there big. It's not this one's bigger than the one the picture that popped over to the side here. Has a powered string trimmer for going around, like you're going around trees and stuff like that when you're out there with zero turn. The ones that go, the attachments they have that go all on behind it is the bagging attachment. This one here is a seeding attachment and fertilizer attachment. So as you're driving around, you can seed and fertilize it. Hang on. What did Happy Mac do? I went nuts a few months ago and bought a new tractor, a tiller, a ridiculously oversized snow blower. I believe it was a mistake on my part, but we shall see. I think he's talking about the mistake being a snow blower. Happy Mac, is it a rear snow blower or one that goes on the front and is run by hydraulics? When I get one, I'm probably going to have to get another tractor myself, a bigger tractor, and I'll get the one that goes on the front. Front hydraulic, yes. Front hydraulic is rear hydraulic. So basically, you got to drive backwards for a rear hydraulic or rear PTO snowblower. The one on the front gives you a lot more control, and has the reviews are a lot better. What do we got here? Yeah. All right. Now there are some really strange ones here. They do have a aerator. It goes on the front, but using the aerator, you got to make sure to lift it before you make any type of turn. Whereas with rear ones, you have a little bit more flexibility as it following. For that, they have blades that go on the front, even for doing gravel. They have a okay, it's not a rotor tiller, is that, or is that's just a, because it's showing dirt there. It's all electric, so I'm not sure what that is. Okay, that's a soft plug aerator, but it has a guide on it to keep it at a set level at it. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, that's for this loader bucket on a zero turn has electric actuators on it, so it's no hydraulics. But you get that you really limit. Basically, it's like what you could put in a small wheelbarrow and drive it out there and spread it out. Yeah, like I said, the bag attachments are have been common for a long time. This can get you in trouble real quick. A zero turn with a trailer, because if you turn too sharp, you can jackknife that thing. Let's see here. Oh, you can also get a sprayer attachment that goes on the back for them. This one has a dumping bagger attachment on the back. You got the dethatcher for it. Oh, you got a broom for cleaning the driveway. Yeah, my neck makes me cranky too doing the back driving backwards ones. So yeah, there are getting more and more attachments for lawnmowers. Let's switch over to the regular lawnmowers. The trailers act more like it does with any other type tractor. You can haul more. This one has a loading deck back there that you can just pile on mulch and drive it around, by bags. The sweeper, which follows a bit farther behind than most people are comfortable with a ride-on, but it works. Yeah, they got the manual little blade attachment. You can get, all right, this one shows it fairly well. John Deere and some of the others have the attachment that goes on, the loader attachment. That better be dry sand, because that can overload the front end of it really a lot. Looking at this one, this is what's so funny for the bucket loader. I'm looking at the rear tires. The rear tire is slightly off or just barely touching the ground, because it's no longer flattened any. The front tire is flattened a bunch. But it has two electric actuators, which are just basically screws that push in and out, and it's powered by a little electric motor, generally 12 volt, one on each side, and then one for the bucket. This is not fast. If you get mud stuck in that bucket, you're trying to get it out, you're not going to shake the bucket like I can with my Coyote. I can make that bucket bounce with the Coyotes, the John Deeres, the Caterpillars, cases. Hydraulics, you can bounce your bucket and make it snap and knock mud loose. These actuators, no, you can't. Let's see here. Oh, it does have interesting. This says it looks like it's got a hydraulic, but I haven't seen a ride-on mower that has hydraulics. Oh, this is for a mini skid steer, not for a ride-on mower. That's why. See what other attachments they have here for it. Oh, you can get a broom that goes on the front, and go up and down your driveway. A power broom, electric powered, of course. I'm not. So this is it. I can see the electric actuator on this one here. Probably, I would say this is for edging. So yeah, so this is a zero turn edge, another different zero turn edge mower. Yeah, it cuts the edge, and then that one just cuts the edge. This one may do a little bit more, but it's actuator, electric actuator on it. Yeah, that's a big tractor. That's a big tractor. It doesn't belong in lawnmower attachments. The drum again. Oh, this is the spike drum. It's like a deep aerator. This is the toe behind thatcher or dethatcher. And it looks like not sure, because it looks like it's got a little drag box on it, but it may be for the tines from a dethatcher to kick up the rocks, so you can bring the rocks back to the surface on your gravel driveway. This is a basically a tine harrow cultivator. Has a rear blade, has the handle up there to lift it up, all mechanical. But it's not showing. I'm gonna have to pull up some stuff here to show you in a second here, because it's not showing here for it. The brush hogs are for big ones, not for lawnmowers. This supposedly would work on my Troy-Bilt lawnmower, but no, no, not for that. All right, hang on a second, guys. I'm going to open up another tab here and go to a specific. Yeah, let's go in here and see if I can find it. Going down my list here, sorry. I got tractor and mower. There we go. These are ones that'll work on my little Troy-Bilt that I got at Home Depot. 40-inch wide dethatcher, toe behind, a little smaller one with wheels, so it guides a little bit better. Oh, they took off the disc harrow out of here. Looks like they're going not carrying it. This is for rear attachments. There's a disc. There is a plow attachment to tow behind. Okay, so that's for that mouse. But this one here is for tow behind of my garden tractor. So if I use my big tractor for my lawnmower, this is tow behind for my lawnmower. I can use my garden tractor to go out and roughly sprinkle sand all over the lawn, go over it, and this will level the sand after a couple passes to level the lawn, so the grass will grow up. It fills all the divots and stuff in. Hang on. Yeah, Kaylin, but if you find that winning lottery ticket laying on the ground, you'll get your own big. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. You'll get your own big place, and then you'll need these things. But this is kind of neat. You can put weights in the center there, cinder block weights, to help you spread so it doesn't ride up over the sand, whatever you're doing for your lawn to level it. So This is what I'm surprised I didn't see on any of the pictures. Because when I was doing pictures for riding mowers, I found it before. So I added it to my wish list. All right, so back to riding mowers. Anything else? I'm going to get this thing here, the plate, because I have a tank I can put on it. I just gotta get one of these for it, and then I can just go around, make it a lot easier going around and spraying the weeds on the perimeter with vinegar. All right, let's go to the garden tractor size. This is and of course they got the mower in here again. The garden tractor is this size here. It's actually a tractor, although the garden tractor you can drive up over a belly mount lawnmower and use it. But usually garden tractors are 18 to 28 horsepower. But yeah, they got all sorts. They got the land leveler attachment. They got the bottom plow for plowing up your field for a nice garden. You got all the different type of attachments for it: mowers, snow blowers, rotor tillers. There are a lot of different. You got on the bottom left here is a drag box or scraper box, and it has 4 rippers in it. Mine has 5 that I have. They got all the different attachments that you can put on it for behind it, and a couple. You got forks and stuff you can put on the front. You got and some other nice attachments too for it. They're still putting a lot of this is a garden tractor. This is a lawnmower. This is a garden tractor. This is a lawnmower. This is a lawnmower. Garden tractor. This this is a this is a net harrow, and this one's on the 3-point, so you can lift it totally off the ground, which is kind of cool. Here's a little bit bigger land leveler attachment. This one goes wider than the tractor, which is good. So it gives you a foot more on each side to level stuff. And Howie's in the house. Yeah, the stand-on mowers. Yeah, I've seen those a lot more with the professional landscapers. Those are really tight zero-turn mowers. This one here I thought was a cool attachment. So it has on a big spool here, the weed blocker. After they've prepped the soil, then they go along and they mound up the soil, come along with this, and put the weed blocker down, and the side wheels guide the dirt over it to hold it in place, and then you just go along and cut a hole or burn a small hole to plant your crops for that year to keep the weeds down. There's another view of it. And it also puts down the flat water hose stuff in it too. A little bit more than what I would want to do. But there are a bunch of different attachments like that for doing it. This one here shows the disc pulling more dirt in up on the side. Oh, for the small garden ones, they also make small balers. Mini bales, or I should say micro bales. If I ever get the alfalfa growing in the field across the street and get rid of all the weeds, or most of the weeds, yeah, I'll be doing. So you got the drag box, scraper box in the back. They got the forks. I mean, they got the rippers down. Got the forks attachment on it to pick stuff up and move it. Yeah, you know the garden tractors do come with a backhoe attachment for some of them. I have that on mine. The loader attachment can be removed fairly easy. So when you're driving on the lawn, you don't have that extra weight up there, but I haven't noticed any problems with mine. Yeah, there are a lot of attachments. Okay, here's the one with the using the drag harrow for dethatching grass. Usually, this is used like after you till the field and you want to smooth it back out again. You'll use the this type of drag harrow to break up the clumps and level it out. Here's another one of the ones for this. This is a bit heavier duty one than spreading the sand on the lawn. This is to level out the driveway and stuff. So there are a lot for the garden tractor. Now the next size up from the garden tractor is the compact tractor. You'll see a lot of the attachments are the same for it. You know, you are exchangeable, except like the rototillers get bigger for the compact tractors. The dump box that can go on the back is bigger. The tractor itself is bigger. Rototiller's bigger. Loader bucket's bigger. It can lift more. It's got a lot more type of attachments for it. Even has the didn't want to click on that. That's a sales one. Get rid of that. Yeah, I hate when they put a sponsored thing link down here instead of at the top. That's an offset flail mower where you can do your the drainage ditches alongside your road as well. Yeah, there are a lot of cool ones. They even have, dang it, it's doing it again. I hate it when they put these sponsored links down here. So this is a stump grinder that goes on the back. That's a wood chipper one that is also sponsored. Come on, dang it. I don't want sponsored ones in it. And your brush hogs get wider and then in the compact tractor from the garden tractor size. All right, this is Ask Tractor Mike. What is this one? Oh, this is a, I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of a, so you back up to a tree and rather than use a chainsaw, it has a cutting blade here like a, an anvil lopper, and it just cuts it. Hydraulically powered. And there's all sorts of fork attachments in this category and up. You get more strength in it. The discs get bigger and get bigger as you go up. This is a stump bucket for digging out a stump. You can also use this for small trees you want to transplant. You go dig the hole first, and you come back and you pop the tree out and go put it in the other one. They also make snow. It's a snow plow, but it's a shoot. They call this. They have a specific name for this type of plow where it scoops it all together rather than having it in a bucket. You just push it up into a pile and it leaves everything there. So yeah, and these go on up. These also are size variable depending on the horsepower of your tractor. Around here, they have ones for the big articulating loaders, like the 644 or one of the other big rubber tired loaders. And these things are about 10 feet across or 12 feet across for the big loaders for clearing out the parking lots of the mall and like shopping centers and stuff like that. They also have counterweight buckets you can put on the back for when you're lifting heavy things. Now we're going to jump up. Mine too. Oh, there, mine too. I've been wanting to get one of these for my tractor, but before I can do it, my Coyote changed it the year after I bought mine, and they made it so it comes with the quick disconnect buckets on the front. And mine doesn't have that, but I found on AskTractorMike.com the attachment to remove the bucket, put the quick connect on there, cut off the wings with the bushings and stuff for the bucket, and weld on the quick connect portion that goes on the bucket, so I can pick up the bucket. That means I can pick up all these quick disconnect attachments. But I haven't pulled it. I've had it saved for about a year and a half. I just haven't had the money and the inclination to argue with the wife about, yeah, I need to do this now. Because if once I do that, then I can get one of these for it and push snow a lot easier out here than just using the bucket. And of course, these get bigger with the compact tractors. They get wider, bigger, heavier. Yeah, that one of something like that I've wanted to. And this here is a rock bucket. You scoop up. They go into a pile of dirt, and it takes all the big rocks out of the dirt and soil and stuff, like the cobbles I have around here, and it leaves the other stuff for it. All right. Compact tractors run up to 30, 35, 38 horsepower. 40 horsepower, you get into the bigger tractors with the bigger attachments. This is the next size tractor I want to get. And I want to get it with the cab on it. It gets dusty around here at times. And in the wintertime, it gets snowy and rainy on it. Yeah, that would have been the one attachment I wish we'd gotten for I wish we'd gotten a little bit larger tractor and gotten that. But the rotor tillers are, the rotor tillers are bigger. And here's the offset one that goes offset a little bit. Oh, dang it. Look at, you click on it, gives you a smaller picture than what it is. Let's see. I'm going to have to do this. Yeah, put it over there. And there we go. I can make, wrong way. Dang it. Hang on. Hit the wrong button there. Want to put that. Come on. There, make it big. And now I can make it this big so you guys can see it. So this is a flail mower. Works sort of like a rotor tiller, but it has a little flail, so it cuts the grass and it keeps it down and does it nice on that. Some of them have just canopies that you can get onto it. Not getting the full enclosed cab. You get these canopies, which protect you from the sun. It's kind of nice. You get bigger wood chippers for the bigger tractors. You can haul do bigger drag boxes and stuff on it. That's a sponsored one, so I can't click on that. That's a disc mower, 6 discs for 50 to 100 horsepower tractors, Cat 2 connection. See if this goes, but it doesn't go that big. But yeah, you can see the advantages of a enclosed cab. It's glass all around, air conditioned, and both cool and. But yeah, there are a lot of attachments you can get for these things to do it. The it's going back to the smaller tractors again. You can also, with the quick change bucket, you can get you can actually get front rotor tillers as well. And these front rotor tillers spin both ways. They're hydraulically controlled, so you can reverse it. So you can till it, go up to get to a fence, rotor tilling up to the fence, and then reverse it when you go to back off, and you don't leave a dip there. So there's all sorts of neat attachments you can put on the front of these. All right, and yep, so that's the size of those. But yeah, yes, heated cab and cooled cab. Yeah, I love that tiny baler too. And the tiny balers come really small, a little bit smaller than that one, that size, a little bit bigger. And, so you don't, and they're a lot cheaper than the big balers, and they're easy to move around. That type baler, I could just scoop that bale up with the bucket on my tractor and go put it where I want. But if I had the quick connect, I could get the spike, put a spike on it, stab it, and move it around easy. The bigger your tractor is, the more, obviously more horsepower, more lifting power with the front end, and more lifting power with the rear end. And that allows you to move more stuff around for it. When I got mine, think back 2000, did I get it in 17 or did I get it in 18? I think I got it in 2017. And within a month, I realized we should have gotten something bigger. But it was on a sale with the backhoe attachment. My wife says, you can use backhoes, that'll work. And I didn't realize they said, yeah, you can get bigger buckets because it came with a 12-inch wide bucket on it. They didn't say those buckets had to be special ordered and cost an arm and a leg, so I never got a bigger bucket. And I've hardly ever used that. It's just, for the hassle of putting it on and off the tractor for using a 12-inch bucket. It's easier, and it's just so much easier to go ahead and rent for a day or two a 70 horsepower excavator with a 24 or 30-inch bucket on it, and I can blow out the work I want to do really quick. And if I'm done quick, I can say, all right, it's done, it's washed off, you can pick it up. And they stop rental right then and there, the charge on the rental. So that's cool. But yeah, if you have the land, you're going to need multiple things. A ride-on mower, zero-turn mower, something like that for mowing the grass area and stuff. Even if it's not quote lawn, you just want to keep the parts of the lawn, the weeds down around the barn or whatever. You just go ahead and you can mow it down with one of those and be done with it. And CD's back again, but mine is a 24-inch 48-inch wide bucket on the front. The wheels base is 20. Why am I saying 20? 46 inches wide, so it's a little bit narrower than the bucket. The drag box I got for it is a 60-inch drag box, because I want to be able to drag out well outside the wheels. And if I'm pushing going backwards, like I do sometimes to try to get the snow and ice off the road in front of the house, I like to have, it just, it pushes any snow falls off the edges just well away from the tires, and I'm not packing it down. But yeah, if I get one, I'm probably going to get a 40 horsepower Coyote with the full cab on it. And the 40 horsepower Coyote has a stouter tow hitch on the back of it that takes it's a 2.5 and a 2-inch receiver on it. So I can put a pedal hook out there, and I can tow a trailer, like a flatbed trailer, like the trucks do and stuff. As the second trailer. I can put a 2 3/8 inch ball hitch in there. I can put a 2-inch ball hitch in there, and I can tow a bunch of trailers. And it's got the 7-pin hookup, so if I need to move the trailer down the road, all the lights work, which is really cool. Where the only place I'd probably be moving down the road would be around inside town here, or up a couple miles up the road to the Tree Guys, where they got piles and piles of wood chips out in the field that they're just been piling out there because nobody wanted them at the time. But so yeah, there are options with getting it, depending on the amount of acreage you have. For 1 acre, the 24 horsepower Coyote I have is fine. With the 5 acres across the street, I need a bigger one, because I just work that thing to death over there, because my rototiller is 52 inches wide. My brush hog is 60 inches wide. And if I had a 40 horsepower, I would have a lot bigger, both of those, and because it had the horsepower to do it, and I could get it done in a third the time. Yeah, I looked at my wife and I went up to Home Depot. We looked at all the ride-on mowers they had and stuff. We looked at the Cub Cadets. We looked at the John Deere mowers. What settled on a Troy-built lawnmower with the 47-inch wide deck under it. At first she was looking at the 36-inch wide. I'm going, babe, we're going to be running back and forth so many freaking times with just a little 36-inch wide. The 47-inch wide was actually the same price as the 36-inch wide, but the 56-inch wide one, which was bigger, it seemed a little overkill for the size mower it was, and so we went for the one that was nice enough, out wide enough so I can go along the fence line and have it sticking out far enough so I'm driving along. I just look down, at the fence and at the mower, and so I can run the mower just a couple inches off the fence as I go along, and then I just come back later with the string trimmer and clean it up really quick. Whoa! Yay! Congratulations! Excellent. Yeah, you'll be able to put in a nice garden and whatever else you want on that. 2 acres. All right. When I was my parents bought an acre and a quarter when we moved from Southern California to Northern California. We had on that acre and a quarter, we had pigs, horses. At one time, we had like 3 or 4 horses there in a corral. We had cows. We had 2 milk cows on there. We had a boatload of chickens, and yeah. So 2 acres, you'll be able to have more room to do stuff than what we had on an acre and a quarter. Yeah. So what's neat? One of the neatest things. All right. So for my, let me see if I can find it here. See if I can find something here attached. Show you something here. Fork. Let's see, I do it right. CLAN. Lamp on fork. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah, that's closer. But these are the type of forks I have. That's a little bit closer. It's but it has a higher. Here we go. There it is. There's the forks I have. Mine are painted yellow though, but mine are a little bit thinner for my tractor. Yeah. So since I don't have a quick change bucket, I want to pick up pallets or anything. I got to get off, put that on there, spin the thing in the back, get it snug tight, give it a couple kicks on each side to tighten it down, and then I can pick stuff up. Hey, here we go. It's right color. Oh, this is exactly the ones I have because of this kick bar. You can't see it there good, but the wedge blocks in the back here are perfect. That's the one I have on mine. All right. Yeah. So but right now they practically any tractor, if you ever get one there, low and prepper, any type of tractor now, even the smallest compact garden tractor comes with a quick change bucket now. It's standard. It's one of those things. It's just like getting seat belts. It comes standard on it. So, yeah. So, but if you buy an old used one, a used tractor that doesn't have a quick change bucket on it, there are fork attachments for it. There's even a, see if they have it here. There's this is not exactly a fork attachment, but it's a fork. It's a different type of fork attachment. This is the debris fork. I'm looking to see if they have a hay spear. Plant on. Yeah, they do have clamp on hay spears where you get 2 spears or the 3 spear, the main one in the middle and the 2 little short ones there to keep your round bale from spinning. Yeah. Okay. And back to this. There we go. Ooh, 6-stall barn, a pole barn, a small shed, well, hand pump, a mobile home behind the house. Oh, nice. Which state are you in, Little Lone Prepper? Don't tell me you don't have to go down to the county even. Just which state? That is a. I wish I had a 9-stall barn out here across the street, or sorry, six-stall barn. Be parking all the tractors in there and possibly getting horses. All right, folks. I think I covered this pretty good. If you have any questions, particularly you don't want to ask here, you can email me. The email address is at the bottom of the description. All right, coming up here. Tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping for Survival Saturday is after the moon's orbit changes. What are your plans? And I was surprised how many movies and books dealt with the moon's orbit changing. North Carolina foothills. Oh, nice. You're probably not too far from Anthony at Pimento Prepared. Or you won't be once you buy it. You know, once you buy it, you'll be closer. So that's so Saturday is after the moon's orbit change. Monday, back here on Camppatton Family Compound, is canning pie fillings. Tactical Tuesday is what is your dream specialty gear? Right now, my dream specialty gear is a 40 horsepower tractor with a cab on it. And yeah. Anyways, Thursday night is Midnight Ride. Next Monday, sorry, not Monday. Next Friday for Friday Night on the Homestead. The topic is investing in your homestead, where to start. And Little Room Prepper's making a good start with a new place. Yeah, I know. It's like my wife, about every couple months, like right now, she just chewed on me for my my Visa bill, trying to get ready for when we have to switch off of unlimited city water to limited city water and having to go back to using the irrigation ditch and getting everything ready to move the irrigation water out of the ditch into my garden. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Anyways, that's what's coming up here, folks, for the next week. Yeah. Oh, final reminder. Yes, it is just the 1st of August here, the first week of August. Yeah, actually the end of the first week. Start planning what you want to do for a fall garden. All right. Okay, everyone. I'll see you around. So take care.